wind speeds, and then we'll talk everything you need to know with how these winds could be impacting you into our weekend. Right now, we're tracking northwesterly winds, 12 miles an hour through Gaviota. Just a light breeze for most of us for now, but a couple areas underneath a wind advisory currently. Here's a look. We are tracking north to northeasterly winds this afternoon. Gusts upwards of 45 miles an hour for all areas highlighted in this blue color here. And we're going to watch for these winds to turn into Santa Ana's as we track through Friday. So what this means for you is not only are our beaches going to be quite blustery, well, it's going to be a nice warm weekend ahead of us. Here's a look. Future track wind gusts 6:30 this morning. As mentioned, just a light breeze here. We're going to watch for more of our stronger winds to impact us by the afternoon hours, a little bit after lunchtime. 19 miles an hour in Lompoc, same thing there in Santa Maria. Light breeze here in Santa Barbara, but watch as we continue to step through time. After dinner is when the real impactful winds begin. So let's start here. 22 miles an hour at 5 p.m. in San Luis Obispo. Same thing in Lompoc, and 28 miles an hour through the Gaviota corridor. As we start to see the sun setting, we're watching a cold front that's up in the Pacific Northwest. It's going to dig down into Northern California tonight, and this is what's producing all of these strong winds. 36 miles an hour there in Gaviota, watching for those winds to funnel through that corridor, but look at our high train areas by 8:30 p.m. Quite strong. We'll see another round of wind advisories for the Santa Ynez Valley and mountains, and most likely for the Ventura County mountains as well. As we continue to work through these wind gusts, well, that's going to be influencing you if you're out and about on our coastal waters today. Marine forecast shaping up pretty nicely, 59 degrees, but again, if you're at those beaches, it'll be a blustery one. 72 here in Santa Barbara today, a small warming trend heading into our weekend, thanks in part to Santa Ana winds. We're going to be back to sunny skies and 75 in no time. Here's our temperatures for all microclimates today. Comfortable, mild for most, right around average.
Time of the year where tornadoes can break out right in the middle of spring.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, no surprises here. When we get weather like this, we get some cold fronts moving through the central. Will be arriving tonight. Let's walk through why. I mentioned yesterday that I'm tracking this cold front, and this was up in the Pacific Northwest. Well, this massive system is now crossing into San Francisco. It brought in some cloudy skies for us yesterday. Expect another round of those mid to high level clouds today. But what's interesting about the forecast, yes, it's cloudy. Yes, it's going to be windy, but it's not going to be as warm as we would expect it to be because, or not as cold as we would expect it to be because of our high pressure system that's off the coastline. Today, our temperatures are right where they should be, 70s on board for us. Let's walk through our wind speeds right now. You'll see those interior areas and mountainous terrain with some of our stronger gusts and of course the Gaviota corridor. But here's our wind advisories from Cambria all the way down into Goleta and portions of the Santa Ynez Mountains. So we're tracking a northerly push here, 25 to 35 miles an hour, gusts upwards of 45 miles an hour, and we'll likely have more wind advisories going into effect tomorrow. Let's walk through today, though. Let's talk about some of our strongest conditions. 10 o'clock this morning, a light breeze for most of us. You won't even really notice those winds until about lunchtime today. 1 p.m., 19 mile per hour gusts through Santa Maria and Lompoc, blustery for the beaches closer to Santa Maria communities. As we step through time here, that's when the cold front really makes it to the central coast. So it's going to push our winds upwards of 20 to 30 miles an hour for all areas around Point Conception. But watch our winds here in Santa Barbara, and especially in our high terrain areas. 6:30 p.m., you're heading home from work. Well, 36 mile per hour gusts will be influencing you through Gaviota, quite blustery into Hollister Ranch. And you can see as we step through time, this is when some of our most noticeable winds occur in the Santa Ynez Valley. Here's a look at the rest of the region as we track through the overnight hours. We're still holding steady with those 30-mile-per-hour gusts in Gaviota, again, impacting those high-profile vehicles. But we have a lot of people, a lot of communities in the Central Coast that like to windsurf, and today's going to be a fantastic day. But if you're out and about, maybe you don't love the wind, it is going to be one of those times where you want to hold on to those hats. 77 in Buellton, 75 in